Get out to the hall, you disgrace!" barked the cafe owner, so loudly that all conversations stopped at once. Pause. Soft cafe ambience. Her stained apron slapped against her knees, and droplets of water from the plates splashed onto the floor. Marina froze. She knew the laughter was coming, the sidelong glances, the humiliation. The hall was full of the local rich. Gold watches, expensive dresses, smug smiles. They were waiting to see her fail. 0-20 to 0-35 intrigue, but no one knew Marina's greatest secret. She stepped out from behind the counter, slowly, as if walking not to an execution, but to a stage. She approached the old piano in the corner. Her fingers touched the keys. Pause. 0-35 to 0-50, crescendo of intrigue. Even the waiters stopped breathing. The hall fell into silence. A moment later, music began. Music that would turn this night upside down and make the rich applaud her on their feet. The morning had started, as always, in hell. Steam, mountains of plates, congealed grease. Marina had started here 3 months ago. No experience, no connections. Just enough to pay the rent for a tiny room. Viktor Sergeyevich, the cafe owner, respected only money and those who made it. To him, Marina was a nobody. 1:32 2 o'clock hint of fate that day. Special guests were expected. Businessmen, officials, wives of wealthy husbands. In the corner of the hall stood an old piano, dusty, slightly out of tune. Once, before the debts and the cheap apartment, Marina had studied at a music college. 2 o'clock to 2:40 the push of fate. The laughter in the hall grew louder. The rich were already making jokes at the waiter's expense. Then Viktor burst into the kitchen. "We need to distract the guests. You," he jabbed a finger at Marina. "Go to the hall, disgrace, maybe sing or dance." 2:40 to 3:20 lead up to the climax. Marina wiped her hands and walked out. "Who's that?" one man asked mockingly. "The dishwasher," someone replied. Laughter rippled through the room. 3:22 4 o'clock, start of climax, the moment of silence. She sat down at the piano, listened to the sound of the pedal, the first notes, quiet, pure. The hall went still. She wasn't playing a melody. She was playing her memories. 4 o'clock to 4:40, musical peak. Every chord carried the cry of her soul, of warm evenings by the window, of her first exam, of dreams that once felt so close. Even the cooks peeked out from the kitchen. And Viktor Sergeyevich froze in the doorway, unable to believe his eyes. 4:40 to 5:10, resolution. The last chord dissolved into silence.
Okay,
And
let's
then
go.
the hall erupted in applause. People stood up, shouting, "Bravo!" One of the guests stepped forward. "Young lady, I'm the director of the Philharmonic.
Okay, let's go.
Come by tomorrow." 5:10 to 5:30 final punch. Marina smiled. That night, she stopped being a dishwasher. And the city would remember, for a long time, how all the rich had stood and applauded. A dishwasher